Hey folks, it's Tom, your Frugal Prepper. I'm just out here getting some things kind of fixed up and cleaned up in the garage and trying to organize some stuff. You know, over time things just go wrong and you don't have time to work on them. And I got some time in between cars, so I've just been working on it. Alright, and I'll just kind of show you around the garage. A lot of you have seen this before, but you know, I got like some little screws and stuff and things over here, bolts. You know, I got all my different oils and coolants and stuff over here. The old 8-track player, gotta have that. I got a couple cabinets, little oil filters and parts and stuff. Common things like map sensors, common gaskets, stuff I use a lot. All my refrigerants back in there too. And my stop leak. Not doing too many air conditioning repairs this time of year. A couple old cans of oil up there. Over here I just got done going through all my automotive light bulbs and organizing them and figuring out which ones I need to order. Got my oxyacetylene tank there that needs filled. I'm gonna get those filled. I finally found a business that'll get them filled for me. They're really funny about filling acetylene tanks here now. If you're not like an official business, but I am. I have a vendor's license and a tax ID and everything, but they still won't fill them for me. So I found another automotive shop that'll send those and get them filled for me. So I'll have torches soon. I have my hose up there, and I have my torch and the regulators over here in the drawer. My son's Honda engine is still here. I'm waiting on the shop to clear out and have a space for me to where I'm going to drop this motor in at. I need to get the oil, or I need to get the water drained out of my tank again soon. There's my old broken snowblower that I'm going to fix one of these days so I don't have to shovel anymore. Some wiper blades, battery charger. This is what I use for my AC vacuum pump. And more fluids and liquids and cleaners and stuff here. And I got like the Dorman Master Line kit, and I got the big hydraulic crumper thing down there. I got all that stuff. I got one of those old battery chargers that I like really well. Like when your intelligent charger doesn't work, you just click that thing on and it sticks 14 volts in there and charges it. And my toolbox, it's kind of a mess. Got my scan tool up here. Drill batteries and charging and all that stuff's up in this box. More tools in this box. A vise. I love this vise. This vise is so handy. You know, just more stuff. I was doing some electrical repairs and replacing some light bulbs in these right here. So I still have lots of these old-fashioned 100-watt light bulbs to use up. Get this piece of plywood over where the window was. My son was playing with sticks and busted out the window. I'm gonna get the window fixed eventually, probably, or I'm just gonna get a smaller window and cut a hole out and put a small window in there. But that keeps the cold air and everything out for now, so I'm happy with that. Just went over to Lowe's and had them cut that out and screwed it in. I got my key drop. A lot of people online were like, how does that work? It flips open, stick your keys in there. I can put in the combination and open it here. And this is for key pickup. So my customers can enter the code and come and pick up their keys. I got my Mercury light working again yesterday. Putting out a nice bright light back here. And I got a new light on the shed yesterday because the old one died, so I put a new LED light on there. It's more orangey kind of, but it works. So I'm happy with that. And that one's just controlled from an Alexa switch that turns it on before sunset and off before the sunrise or whatever. And there's my garden. There's what's left of my garden. I just pulled the plastic off of it and gave up on everything else, and I harvested the rest of my carrots yesterday and pulled the plastic off of that. So everything's officially dead and a write-off out here right now. Well, you could probably still harvest some of that spinach mustard, but a couple more months I'll be out here working on getting the garden planted again. Yeah, more stuff to do, but yeah, Mercury light's pretty bright. That's not one of the coated bulbs, so it's a little bit more, you can tell it's a little bit more bluish green light. The camera really picks up the blue green of it more so than just looking at it. But I ordered one of the phosphor bulbs, so next time it burns out I'll put a phosphor bulb in there. And there's my window that got broken. Gotta take that and have some new panels glazed in it. Oh, there's a transmission filter kit for something, I don't know what. I got my drill press. I don't use this often, but when I've had to use it, it's really come in handy. Mark Fox, I think, gave that to me. And that's been a really nice drill press, actually. I really like it a lot. It's starting to get a little rusty. I try to oil it now and then, but in the garage, it goes from cold to hot out here a lot when I heat it, and it builds condensation on stuff and it rusts. My electric, I added that electric service a few years back and just kind of redid it and made it neater. But I got my big battery charger. This is what I think Mark Fox brought me to you. And this thing's been excellent. I use this constantly. I'm always using this thing. This has been so nice. The Topton people sent me this one to do a review on, but this thing is a piece of junk. It'll do an okay trickle charger on a fully charged battery, but anything else is just junk. It doesn't charge, it doesn't work. And I got a hold of them and told them what my review was going to be about, and they're like, oh, that's okay, just don't do a review. So don't buy that thing. See, I got the furnace blower, got my generator, my whole house generator there, a couple of tires, my Snap-on creeper that I really hardly ever use, but I've had that for like 20 some years. But yeah, that's what's going on. I broke out the big propane blower heater the other day because it was really cold. I bought this at a garage sale for $15. So I had to put a new O-ring in the fitting, but you know, it all works. So that's what's going on with me. I think I got me a Yoda coming for some axles, and after that I got me a rear transmission mount on a Yukon, and you know, whatever else comes up, whatever else happens. But the wrecker hit my retaining wall dropping off a Honda that I did some insurance work on, and you can't really see it out there right now, but I'll show you some pictures. But they got a mason out here and got it fixed for free. You know, like a week later, they were out here on Saturday and had it all fixed. So a lot of people don't think about it. When those stone retaining walls come down, you have to pay a mason to stack them, and stack them just right so that they hold everything back and they're slanted right and they're fitted together right. And masons are not cheap. They're thousands of dollars. People hit those stones with their car and they're like, oh man, I messed up my car. I'm like, you messed up my stone retaining wall. That's thousands of dollars to get fixed. So I'm going to get some steel posts from work out of the scrap bin whenever they have some, and sink them down in there and fill them with concrete and put like a little guardrail across them around the stones at the end of my driveway that everybody likes to hit. That way they hit those steel posts, they're not going to give, you know, so that'll help protect that from happening again. And the record driver, I don't fault him. I looked, you know, the only fault I have is he tried to get up the driveway 3 or 4 times and couldn't. He should have stopped because he was slipping because it was snowing a little bit and his back tires were spinning. He just stopped and taken the car back to his place or back to where he got it from. But he kept trying, and then he got in a situation where the car was pushing him over. He was steering all the way out, and he was just up against a retaining wall, and there was really nothing he could do. I mean, it's just one of them things. I mean, I guess he could have not hit the gas and ripped the stones out and called another wrecker to come pull him off the wall. But, you know, he was just trying to do what he could do. But anyway, that's what's been going on in my life. My wife finally got her car back. She got rear-ended or like in a parking lot backed into. And the people were really aggressive and mean. And we found out once the police got there that they did not have insurance or a license, but it smashed in this whole rear bumper thing and broke the taillight and broke the plastic off over here. And it was like $2,700 to get that fixed. And so then she's driving along today. Some guy standing in the road with a big chain, and he swings it at her car. You can't see it in the dark, but it didn't dent it, but it put scratches in it right here, and it missed the windshield. You know, why people gotta hit cars with chains as they drive by, I don't know. But I got some touch-up paint for that. I'm gonna fix that. But what hit my rendezvous, I will turn around so I could hit it again. I don't care about it. You know, that's a $200 car. That was I want to say just over $16,000 car. But yeah, that's everything that's going on. Tell me if you know who that is. Leave it down in the comments below. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. This is Tom, your Frugal Prepper.